Hi everyone. This video is just to respond to some feedback and questions about foreign direct investment data. So first of all, I would like to thank you for your feedback and for your questions. Foreign direct investment is very important topic, and data about FDI is a bit tricky. In previous video, maybe you managed to see how to get data for foreign direct investment FDI for over the years annually. Questions coming asking me how to get data for foreign direct investment quarterly or monthly. So before we start talking about this, I want you to highlight a very important issue about foreign direct investment data. So foreign direct investment data is sometimes it's not pure from errors. So you need to understand that foreign direct investment data, the best data you can get about foreign direct investment is annually. You still can get quarterly data, but you need to check. You cannot get like countries, like if you want to do time series or analysis and you want to get, let's say, foreign direct investment data for 30, 50, 100 countries, and you say, oh, here we go, we can get the data from one source and then we can run the data. No, you will come into problems, because annually data, yes, you can do that, as I said, but for quarterly data is difficult because not all countries are reporting foreign direct investment data on a quarterly basis. Yeah, monthly is rarely. So not all countries are reporting monthly foreign direct investment data. So I would say just forget about monthly data. I'm going to explain why. The best quality data you can get, as I said, annual data. You can get quarterly data, but it depends on which countries. So first of all, let's start with some information, background about foreign direct investment to understand why, the reason and the source of the data. So foreign direct investment as a definition according to UNCTAD, so is an investment reflecting a lasting interest and control by a foreign direct investor resident in one economy in an enterprise resident in another economy. So foreign affiliate. Okay, so FDI inflows comprise capital provided by foreign direct investment to a foreign affiliate, or capital received by foreign direct investment from a foreign affiliate. Now, if we're talking about source of capital or investment, foreign investment, so in this case, the source for finding the information about these transfer, or let's say transactions, foreign direct investment capital transfer to another country, the source of this data is about international financial exchanges. So in this case, we're talking about the balance of payment. So the source of data for foreign direct investment is a balance of payment. And which part of the balance of payment? So we have the part about financial transactions. I'm going to show you that, but actually, so have that definition in mind. So understanding the definition of foreign direct investment will allow you to look for what you need in terms of foreign direct investment data. So this is the definition of foreign direct investment. We know it's about foreign transactions or transfer of money from transfer of capital from one country to another country. So of course we're talking about certain percentage of transfer. So we're going to show you that let's go to, okay, there's another definition for foreign direct investment. So now talking about OECD, so Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. So this definition for FDI, so foreign direct investment flows record value of cross-border transactions related to direct investment during a given period of time, usually a quarter or year. So that's basically the main thing about getting the accurate, or let's say the more right understanding of foreign direct investment data. So we're talking about a balance of payment, showing transactions with between countries, and that is done on quarterly basis and annually basis. So I would say for developed countries, most of developed countries, you will find the data quarterly data. For developing countries, some countries they will do only annually, some they will having issue in reporting. So you need to all the time seek the sources of foreign direct investment from that specific country. So sometimes you will have a set of data for, let's say, let's say for 100 countries or 50 countries, and then you will go to find some missing data. In this case, you need to be careful here. Getting data from different sources is sometimes tricky and may bias your data. Now, because data is checked, we're talking about UNCTAD, we're talking about World Bank or any other sources of data. So in this case, data is checked and they're trying to make sure that data is valid. Now, you can get data on countries of interest by visiting let's say data center, the Bureau of Statistics of that country. So in this case, you try to get the best shot for getting the data from that country. Now, show you an example here. So for OECD countries, so we're talking about 36 members. For these countries, you will find foreign direct investment data quarterly available. So they will show you here, and they tell you aggregate FDI statistics are updated quarterly 4 months after the end of the reference quarter, and revisions to earlier periods. So all the time there will be revisions for earlier periods, and they show you here quarter 1, 2, 3, and they tell you the months. Yeah, so through OECD, so you'll be able to get quarterly data for only the members countries. So we're talking about 36 countries, so you'll be able to get quarterly data for FDI for 36 countries. I'll take you to another place if you're interested in getting foreign direct investment data for the United Kingdom. So you'll be able to do so. We have a database for foreign direct investment data. We have Office of National Statistics, ONS. So if we're looking at the source of foreign direct investment data, talking about balance of payment, the balance of payment for the UK is reported quarterly. So if you click on, let's say, this quarter, yeah, 2020 quarter 3, so you'll have Excel sheet. In this Excel sheet, you'll be able to see the balance of payment. So balance of payment, they show you current account, capital account, and financial account. In financial account, we'll see something here is direct investment, and in direct investment they'll tell you the latest quarter, and they will tell you also comparison, highest record and lowest record. Also in that Excel sheet, you'll be able to see table 1, 2, 3, and so on, A, B, C, and so on. So in these tables, you'll be able to access yearly data based on quarters. So of course, you need to go again to financial account, and this is foreign direct investment, yeah, quarters. So this is as I said, it's another source. As I said, most of let's say a little bit this way, like countries where they are more interested in foreign direct investment, they will be able to produce data on monthly basis. But as I said, not all countries that will be able to do that. Most of European countries, as I said, you have they will be reporting balance of payment quarterly basis, so you'll be lucky finding FDI on quarterly basis. What other sources you could use? So you can, as I said, use OECD for database to get quarterly data for foreign direct investment. You'll be able also to get so this is the World Bank database. You can get annually data only, no quarterly, no monthly. This is World Bank database. You can get from Eurostat, so European statistics. You'll be able to get quarterly data, of course, direct investment as a percentage of GDP. So you can get it there quarterly. Yeah, so this is database. You can get it quarterly for European countries. Yeah, so I hope that has answered all your questions about getting data quarterly or monthly. As I said, let me just sum up the best data you can get about foreign direct investment yearly, because this data is accurate. Yeah, and we're saying this checked. Yeah, you can get quarterly for European countries, or let's put it this way, developed countries, or let's say developed countries with the databases where they keep databases reporting balance of payments on quarterly basis. You will find data for foreign direct investment on quarterly basis. Yeah. Now you have issues with developing countries where even annually data is not reported. So in this case, the best chance for you is just to go do that individually and maybe inquire about foreign direct investment data. So I would say get data, foreign direct investment data from one source. So in this case, the reliable source. So in this case, you can get the data for your time series analysis you're doing, and in this case, you'll be able to get if you have missing data. So in this case, you need to see how far and what countries we're talking about missing data. So in this case, you need to find solutions or check solutions for missing data, missing information. If you're interested in specific particular region or country, in this case, I would say definitely just try to get the data from the source of this data, balance of payment of these countries or that region. It's good sometimes to if your work is sensitive and requires a high level of quality data. In this case, you can compare different sources of foreign direct investment data. I hope this video is beneficial, and let me know if you have any questions or any suggestions. Thank you so much.